made your parents completely regret grounding you? When I was 15, I got grounded for talking back to my mom after she told me I couldn't go to a sleepover at my best friend Hannah's house. It was supposed to be one of those classic groundings, no leaving the house for 2 weeks. What my parents didn't realize was that I took things very, very literally. So, fine, I couldn't leave the house. That night I called Hannah and 3 other friends and told them to come over. My mom nearly fainted when she came downstairs at midnight and found the living room full of teenagers in sleeping bags, eating popcorn and watching Mean Girls. The next morning, my dad sat me down at the kitchen table and redefined the rule. Okay, no leaving the house and no inviting friends over. Cool, got it. That afternoon, I brought the fun inside virtually. I set up my old laptop and started running nightly video calls. We'd all get on Zoom. Back then it was Skype, but same vibe. And I'd blast music through the speakers. My room became a middle school club. 15 people, all laughing, dancing, playing dumb games, while my mom stood in the doorway furious but technically unable to stop me. You said no friends over. You didn't say anything about the internet, I reminded her sweetly. So the rule changed again. No leaving, no friends, no internet. That one was trickier, but loopholes are loopholes. My dad forgot about the ancient landline phone in his office. I dragged the cord into my room and started nightly phone parties. 3-way calling was still a thing. So I'd call Hannah, who'd call Jake, who'd call Mia, until we had a whole chain of people linked together. I was grounded, but I was basically running a switchboard out of my bedroom. That lasted until my mom tried to sneakily listen in on the call and got roasted by my friends for being a spy. She slammed the phone down and stormed off. New rule, no leaving, no friends, no internet, no phone. This time I got creative. I remembered something from the grounding terms. My parents still let me use the backyard for fresh air, so I turned the backyard into a social hub. Every day after school, I'd sit in a lawn chair, and all my friends would gather outside the fence. We'd sit there for hours, shouting through the chain links like prisoners in a cartoon. They'd pass me snacks through the gaps, and we even played frisbee over the fence. My mom watched from the kitchen window, veins popping in her forehead. Still, I was in the yard. At this point, my parents were visibly unraveling. My dad tried to tighten the rules again. You're grounded. No friends, no internet, no phone, no backyard hangouts, no exceptions. So I went nuclear. If I couldn't bring friends in or hang out outside, I'd make the house so miserable for them that they'd beg to let me out. I started hosting solo concerts in the living room. Every night I'd drag out my brother's drum kit, pound on it like I was in Metallica, and yell that I was just entertaining myself at home. Or I'd reorganize the entire pantry by color, leaving sticky notes everywhere labeled, "Kid grounded, deal with it." By week 2, I had taken over the TV, blaring SpongeBob reruns at max volume because the rules never said I couldn't watch. I even started camping in the hallway, so they had to step over me every time they wanted to go to the kitchen. The final straw came when my dad walked into his office and found me rearranging all his files into alphabetical order while narrating it like a YouTube tutorial. He just stared at me, sighed, and said, "Jesus Christ, you win." They lifted my grounding that night. Looking back, I don't think my parents ever grounded me again after that.